Nahoře bláznovství. Jdu vstříc dešti, kapky deště a nebe podobné ohromné.
On the mountain, facing rain, raindrops and a drizzling boulder-like sky, a man leading a goat squats on the rock, a loneliness. Inside, the singular bleakness of great nature consoling humans when the mind fades into a faint crack of thunder, a big fissure of early morning. Also has detected man the pure weight in his silent shadow. The ancient town that has buried the ancient ships, ancient mirrors, also has buried your home. How wonderful! The way ancient tombs face the scenery on the slopes. How wonderful! Evil and its hunger are still very young.
池呆山上，对着雨、雨滴和滴雨的磐石般的天空，一个男人牵着一头奶羊，蹲在石上。一种孤独，里面有大自然安慰人时那种独特的凄凉。当矿区隐在一阵很轻的雷声中，一道清晨的大裂缝也测到了人沉默影子中纯粹的重量。那埋着古传古境的古镇，也埋着你的家乡。多好！古墓就这么对着坡上的风光，多好！饿和他的饥饿还很年轻。
V Bajšemenu. Kulečníkový stůl naproti rozbité soše. Lidu prázdno. Obrovská síť pověšená na rozbité zdi. Lidu prázdno. Bicykl zamčený u kamenného sloupu.
White Sand Gate, a pool table faces ruined statues. Nobody. A huge fishing net is mounted on the broken wall. Nobody. A bicycle is locked to a stone column. Nobody. The angels topping the column 3 have been shot down. Nobody. The sea of asphalt will soon surge here. Nobody. There is still one horse on the beach, but nobody. As you stand there, you become extraneous. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody takes guarding for a home.
白沙门，台球桌对着残破的雕像，无人；巨型渔网架在断墙上，无人；自行车锁在石柱上，无人；柱上的天使已被射倒3个，无人；柏油大海很快涌到这里，无人。 沙滩上还有一匹马，但是无人。你站到那里就被多了出来，无人。无人，无人把看守当家园。
Jdu do Borgesova knihkupectví.
En route to Borges bookstore, bustling streets, your address is a city where waves flow by. Refusing only things that have passed, when these restaurants, tea houses choose another crowd, another death, another myth never renews itself. Time overflows a basin that seems familiar, teaching passers-by to ignore the dirty water. But notice the sadness. All entrances are mistaken entrances. Apart from mistaken entrances, there are no entrances. The road sniffs these things out, and grows wider.
通往博尔赫斯书店，活生生的街道，你的地址是波涛流经的城市，只拒绝已失的事物。当这些餐馆、茶楼挑选另外的人群、另外的死、另外的神话从不更新，时间便从一只似曾相识的大盆里溢出，叫路人不看脏水，注意悲哀。所有的进入都是误入，误入以外没有进入。路嗅出这些，于是渐宽。
Slovo myšlení.
Think this word, this thinking, this unfulfillment, this meaning, this haunted mind, this force from the cold strata penetrates deep down into the blood strata within geologic strata. From the juncture from which man alone has been excluded, only shake the left hand, only a hole remains. Think of this death without knowing how to die. In the sand, spines buried upright, construction site, gravesite, all on their shoulders. Under the workers' huts, death is overexposed. The grave diggers are releasing their power. The past of the whole cast into the faith of time. The center precedes death. Events surging in silence at the built-up site in the newly built wilderness. History is born, no one is there. In its safety, our motives are absent. Gazing at it, through gazing, we are able to return partly. This is the collective oath of wild grass at the outskirts of city. Chinese literary history ranks you among the poets of mystic poetry. Are you happy about being called this? I think that what is called mystic poetry is just one sound, one feeling, misty feeling perhaps, something that is hard to express. And the history of misty poetry dates back to 1978, when a collection of poems was first published, and since then this term, misty poetry, has been in use. It refers to misty poetry. It can be said that this poetry is not just one artistic style, it's just one kind of poetry. Would you say that you yourself and some other poets do not call yourselves misty poets? No, some other people call us that, and we have no other option but to accept this. And sometimes, of course, it is not easy, and there are some poets who flat refuse to be called that. There is another name, Payantien, and together with the three musketeers from the Payantien Lake, you are often called the three musketeers. Yes, we all went to school together. We are schoolmates. However, I have never been to the Paintian Lake, or rather I have never written a poem near that lake. The Paintian Lake was the place where I went when I had left a large city for the first time. It was Peking, and it was at this lake that I encountered rural life and nature and work in the fields. And I'm sure that had I not lived in the Paintian, I would have never started writing poetry. Speaking about the topic of this year's Prague Writers Festival, that is the topic of the future. In fact, the topic is only the future exists. My question is, what do you think about the future? I think that our world today is governed by technology and science. There is a yesterday, there is a today, there is a tomorrow. We have the past, we have the present, we have the future. And we also have our own human rhythm, as it were, each of us, very individual. But speaking about poets, poets often exchange the past. That is something that exists in my memory because the past exists in this form for them. So in fact, they do not see this as the past. And speaking about the future, Asian philosophers, that is Buddhist philosophers, believe in comprehensiveness of everything, and they also believe that these things are interlinked somehow. And it is this complex or comprehensive structure that has been disturbed by the contemporary world. Speaking about human life, we all know that we can go forward only. We cannot go back. And what is in front of us is death.